Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Before we get started, I'm going to apologize for any lawnmower noises you are going to hear. My husband is out mowing the grass, and I thought I would go ahead and try to film a video while I had the house to myself, but the noises may carry through the windows and stuff because it's such a nice day that we've got everything opened up. But anyway, the purpose of this video today is to show you guys a coloring book haul. We went to Walmart yesterday to pick up a few things that I needed, and while we were there, we found a nice computer chair to pick up. Actually, it was a nice office chair that I would put with my computer desk because my comfy computer chair broke, and it is no longer comfy, and it has the potential to become a hazard because it could just fall apart and spill the person sitting in it backward, and so that's not cool. So we got a new computer chair because we found something that we liked, and it's pretty nifty. I feel like queen of the world now sitting in that thing because it's quite a bit bigger than the one that I had. But anyway, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the coloring book haul. Now, I was actually surprised that the section of coloring books that was there was very small. I thought that it would have been a lot bigger because these coloring books are selling quite a lot, but I guess a lot of places are cutting down on things because people seem to be ordering online for the most part. So I was real disappointed at just how small it was and just the selection that there was. But with that said, I did manage to pick up quite a few books, books that I've never seen before and things that I think I'm going to enjoy coloring in a lot. But I was just expecting the section to be a heck of a lot bigger, but it was not. And one thing, like there was only one book actually two books that I was familiar with that I'd seen there. One of them was Anamorphia, and then the other one was Lost Ocean, the little postcards that you can color in. It wasn't the actual book, but the postcards that you can get and color. So those were the only two familiar things that I had seen, but I still managed to find quite a few things that I did like. So let's go ahead and look at what we have. And as I said, I do have quite a stack to show you. All right, so the first one is The Power of Positive Inking, and it says, Color Your Way to Success, Jack Canfield. And he is the collaborator of Chicken Soup for the Soul, best-selling author of the successful Principles. So, yeah, I realized that I had seen his name before because I was an avid reader of Chicken Soup for the Soul and actually got to meet Mark Victor Hansen a long time ago when at a couple of other things. And I'm moving my camera back just a little bit so I can get the whole book in frame. Hopefully, I'm going to erase things just a little bit because I'm not quite getting the entire book, and I want to get the whole book to show you guys. Okay, so hopefully this will be a little bit better. Okay. So here is what this book looks like, but I did remember that I'd seen this name before because I was so familiar with the Chicken Soup for the Soul books, which I love. I love those books. All right, so I'm not going to show you the whole book, but I'm just going to show you a few of the pages. So here is the front cover, and then here is the back. Now let me just show you a few of the pages. Now, as you open it up, we do have this front cover, and it's got a picture on the inside. Now, you do have some glossy pages in here that talks about the book. You get some, looks like you get some examples of how you can color some of the pictures in. Very, very nice. So you can gather some inspiration by looking at these glossy pages. These are really nice. Now, if I can find the books on Amazon, I will link them in the description section. I don't know if these are like Walmart exclusives. I kind of doubt it, but I've never seen these books before, so I can't really tell you. But I will link what I can find in the description section if I can find them on Amazon. So let me just show you a few of the pages, like I said. Now, this paper is pretty thick. This is actually some pretty thick paper. We're actually getting into the meat of the book. Now, on the left-hand side, you get like a little story or quote, some kind of inspirational piece there. And then the right-hand side, of course, is your picture. There are a few things that you can color on the left-hand side, which is good. There's a few pages in here that you can write things down for reflection. So if you're into the quotes, if you're into coloring like inspirational things, like looking at something to read while you're coloring, this is a really good book to have. And it's not It's not, some of the pictures are not very difficult. Some of them are a little bit more detailed than others. So there's something in here that would appeal to most people, I think, if you are into the inspirational quotes and things. So now the paper in here is pretty thick, so you can, and it's perforated. These things are perforated, so you can take them out if you want to and frame them or put them in a binder or whatever you want to do. And it's, what was I going to say? It's, the paper is thick, so you could probably get away with doing like your Neocolor 2s or some watercolor work. Just be mindful of the water because it's still not watercolor paper and you could end up bleeding through just a little bit. So just be mindful of how much water you put on there. But here is the whole book. Now, on the back cover, you also get another picture right there. And then there's some other books that they talk about that's also in the series. So you can get some more books that's in the series, which is nice. So there's that book. Next we've got Inkspirations, Fruit of the Spirit for Moms. It says creative coloring designs to inspire Christian moms. And this one is by Lori Bennett. Now, this is quite a bit different than a lot of the things that I do have. And my camera just does not want to stay adjusted. All right, there we go. Let's try that. So this book is quite a bit different than a lot of the other books that I have, which is pretty cool. I like getting something different, but this is really good if you're a Christian, of course. And here's the back of the book. It just kind of talks about the book a little bit. And let me just show you some of the pages. Now, again, we have a picture on the front cover. And this might be part of the same series or same publisher because, again, you get these nice glossy pages with some stuff about the book and some pictures and things like that in there. Very good, very pretty to look at. And now the paper in this one is quite a bit thinner. It's still pretty good paper, I think. It's still decent quality. So again, you could probably get away with doing just some mild watercolor stuff in it. Just again, be mindful of the water. Now this book has, again, stuff on the left-hand side with some little things to color there. And then you have a design with a lot of times a quote in the middle of it. So if you are into this kind of thing, then these are really nice books to have. It's something different, and it's not quite as difficult as some of the other books would be. So this is a nice change up, I think. Something that's a nice change up, and I like the quality of the paper. So I'll just show you a few more of the pictures. I'm not going to show the whole book. I will do, if you want to see flip throughs of any of these books, just definitely let me know. And we can do that. Now on the back cover, you have another picture. And again, you get, I think it's got some other books in the series that you can also get right there. Okay, there's that book. All right, next I have a 3-pack, and this one is Inspirational Adult Coloring Book 3-pack. And I'll take them all out so that we can see them. Okay, it's held together with this little cardboard thing. So we're just gonna take each of them out a little bit, and they're slightly different. This one is now there's one that's called The Promise of God, The Colors of Creation, and then Scenes from Heaven. So as I said, these are part of, I think, a 3-part series. These are more squared books right there. Okay, but they're very pretty. They're really, really very pretty. So I'm just going to show you a few pages out of each one. And these are single-sided. Again, you have quotes on the left-hand side of the page. And then the picture that kind of goes along with it. Right there. The paper in here feels pretty good. It feels quite a bit like the paper in the last book that we saw. And again, some of the pages have the black backgrounds. Okay. So, and then here, the next one is Colors of Creativity. Again, there's the back of the book. We get some really nice foiling on these, which is really cool. Very, very pretty. So, a lot of this one, again, has some quotes. You get some black background stuff to color in that you could use gel pens or whatever on if you wanted to. Again, the paper feels pretty good. Okay. So, same kind of thing. And then the last one in this series is called Scenes from Heaven. Again, some beautiful foiling on it. Okay. So, again, the same kind of thing. You get the picture on the right-hand side of the page along with the quote on the left-hand side. Some of these are pretty darn detailed. Some of them are a little bit simpler. And then, again, oh, there's some stars right there. Very cool. So some of these have the black background, which is really cool. A lot of people seem to like that, but not every page has that, of course, so you get something a little bit for everybody. But if you were into those kinds of books, then this is going to be a really good series. They're very nice books. Okay, the next book is going to be called God's Love Endures Forever. Now, a lot of what I found, okay, this one is by Coloring to Inspire and Encourage Your Faith. And I don't see an author's name on here. Now, a lot of what I found were inspirational Christian type books. That's pretty much what they had, but it was something different, and I realized that I didn't really have a whole lot of those kinds of books, and sometimes I just like to color something like that. Now, these are single-sided. They are perforated. You get some quotes in here a little bit. You just get some really nice patterns. So something really nice to color. Now, this paper is quite a bit thinner than the other books that I showed you guys. But this one is nice. I mean, it's something different, and if you're a Christian, if you're religious, this is a good book for you to have that you may enjoy. Next is the Calm Coloring Book. Lovely images to set your imagination free. And this one has, it doesn't really have a dust jacket, but it's got a really, really nice reinforced cover. And this one is pretty thick. Look at how thick that thing is. So let me just show you a few of the pages. We'll open it up, and the spine is really stiff on this thing. So here's some other books that you can get in the series. Oops. Get everything in frame. There's some other books you can get in the series right there. Little introduction of the book. So these are single-sided. These don't feel like they're perforated. And I'll just show you a few of the pages. The paper in here feels pretty good. I would say it's probably about a medium weight paper. Some very cute patterns. It's got a little bit of everything in here, it looks like. Single-sided. And really, really thick book. There's a little mandala flowery kind of thing there. So very, very nice book. I am really going to enjoy this one. Okay, this one is the Nature Coloring Book. Beautiful images from nature to make your own. Beautiful images from nature to make your own. So this is pretty much the same kind of thing. I believe this is probably in the same series as the previous one that I showed you. And again, look at how thick that thing is. Really nice reinforced cover. Pretty much the same kind of deal. So again, we have single-sided pages. And the paper is sort of that medium quality paper that we saw in the previous book. And I will just show you a few of the pages. I will do flip-throughs of any of these books that you guys may want to see. So really, really gorgeous little animals and things here. Alright guys, I'm going to apologize for that. My battery on my camera died, so I had to do a little bit of charging while I was doing a little bit of a show and tell of this book. But this is the nature one that we had left off with, so here's a few more of the pages. And as I was saying, it was pretty much like the previous one that I showed you. Same kind of style, same kind of layout and stuff. Next we have Alice's Adventures in Wonderland, and it is a coloring book, and it says featuring the classic illustrations of Sir John Tenniel. So we'll show you a few of the pages in this one. Here is the front cover. Now I don't think I've ever seen this particular Alice in Wonderland book, and there's a lot of them, let me tell you. I have the one from Fabiana Attanasio, and I think I have some other variation. Now these are double-sided pages. The paper in this feels pretty thick, but I would not use any kind of alcohol markers on this simply because it will go through. You could probably get away with doing a little bit of watercolor stuff on it, but just be mindful of the water. You get some quotes from the story. Some of the pages have black backgrounds. It looks like you get a lot of repeated patterns and stuff, but this is a cool book. If you like Alice in Wonderland, you might enjoy this one. Next we have The Jungle Book, and it is the based on the original story by Rudyard Kipling. Now I know that there are different versions of Jungle Book coloring books out there. I think there's another one by Fabiana that I want to get. So this, I think, is probably from the same series or publisher as the Alice in Wonderland one, because it seems like it's the same kind of paper, same kind of layout, with the double-sided pages. Here's some with black backgrounds on it. You get some quotes from the story, some repeated patterns, kind of thing. So here is The Jungle Book. There's the back cover on that one. Next we've got Beauty and the Beast, which is with quotations from the original story. So again, I think this one is probably going to be maybe from the same publisher. Now I know that there's different versions of Beauty and the Beast. Now this one has a fold-out dust jacket. As you can tell, you can color that right there if you want to. Really nice sort of colorable page on the front right there. And these are double-sided. Some of them have the black backgrounds, and of course you get, like it said on the front cover, you get quotes from the story. So I believe that this is from the same publisher or same series as the previous two that I showed you. Same kind of paper, it feels like. But there's a lot in here that you can color. And again, you get another, the backside has the fold-out cover right there as well. Creative Coloring, A Second Cup of Inspiration. So there must be a volume 1 of this kind of thing. I don't think I have that one. So here is the back cover on this one. It talks about the book, and there's some more books in the series that you can get. This one is single-sided pages. Again, a lot of quotes. A lot of what they had at Wal-Mart yesterday was a lot of books with quotes in it. So if you're into quotes, this is pretty cool. Again, you get some more glossy pages. I think it's like the same series or publisher of the first books that I showed you guys. So those are pretty to look at. And the last book that we have, last but not least, is Everything Beautiful. And this one is a coloring book for relaxation and reflection. Here's what that one looks like on the front cover. And then here is the back cover. So we'll show you a few of the pages. We have single-sided pages. They are perforated. Again, quotes. Seems like a lot of what I got yesterday were quotes, because that's the majority of what they had. But just some really nice pictures in here, and you can color in some of the letters, and you can take these out and frame them if you want to, since they are perforated. So I think this one may have a combination of different authors or artists, because it seems like it's some of the pictures seems like they're different styles and stuff, but it's just something different if you're into coloring quotes and stuff. And I'm trying to get through this pretty quick because I don't want my battery to die again. But anyway, that concludes my coloring book haul from Walmart. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button, and while you are at it, hit that bell so you can be notified right when I upload new videos. You guys have a great day. Leave me a comment. Tell me what you think. Of course, hit that like button, and we will talk to you guys in the next video. All right, bye guys.